We go. I do believe we're live. Yeah. So, I'll say indeed and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. What a dear pleasure it is to have you here again. Another conscious evolution. I hope that noise cancellation cut that bug noise out a little bit. I see hearts. Is it in my hearts right now? Yeah. Back again. It's good to poop. It's true. Guess I missed a lot. It's just me or the stream just no, it definitely did. The power went off inexplicably and then came back on as I walked inside the house again. I did say indeed, greetings unto you, beloved and only friends. I did. And I am back here again. We are still waiting for him to appear. No, I was here. Release what doesn't serve you. Well, get out your bingo sheets. Potato, South Africa potato internet. Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't instantly irritated. As soon as my stream died, literally as I started, I was like, oh, I'd be concerned. It's okay, stream. Everybody poops. All I need is no context shit post comment for Hoopy to get a bingo. Yeah. Just give it a second. I'm sure Hoopy's gonna be here soon. It is nice to have you friends here with me. Today's stream topic is about not knowing anything. Right? I know nothing. Nothing I know. Oh, but I do know I appreciate the silence that comes with that bug no longer screaming. Love you, silly friends. Silly friends indeed. It's nice to have you friends hold space for me while I'm gone. Even if all of you are simultaneously on the toilet while you're doing so. Yeah. Acknowledging that I do not know everything. I, in fact, know very little. The universe keeps making clear to me. But I am a quick learner. I learn. I will study how things be and how things have been and how I can integrate myself in between. I have a cat being very persistent. No, you can say meow all you want. You can say meow all the time. I don't care. I don't care about meows. What's that getting on top of me now? It's sacrilege. Making bread out of me. Can't have any of that. The bug must have been powered by the electricity. Stupid ass cat falling over and stuff. Clumsy ass. Stupid, stupid. I can feel my lungs having a conniption fit. I can feel like it is. I'm sure that I didn't get too many parts per million cat in my nostrils. Bring ourselves back into the middle. Yeah. Part of me feels like it would be very apt for me to say, I don't know everything, and then to say nothing for the rest of the stream. Just be like, uh, I'm adding some heat to my dyno app now. There he goes. My brother has a. Am I still blocked? No, I can see your messages. Hey, it's nice having you here, friend. Uh, my brother's bachelor's is coming up soon, and I do not know what's going on there. In so many words, part of me feels like I'm supposed to know what's going on there, but I'm painfully aware of the fact that I don't. And then there's the part of me that just, as in bachelor's party, I think so, kind of like that, kind of like that. It's the 10th of January, I do believe. That's the plan, at least. That's as much as I know. I still don't know where it's going to happen. Still don't know how I'm gonna get there. Still don't know. What we'll be doing, what I'll be like when that moment comes. Not currently, but you can be. The day's not over. Sam is ready to be tested. Yeah, Sam is like me in that way too, where I revel the opportunity to actually Sam revels the opportunity to swing her banhammer. All right, to be harassed and then to cease the harassment. To be harassed or to not be harassed? That is the question. All right, that's how it works, right, Sam? Knowing very little. I know very little of who. I know Luke is the one who's supposed to be planning. I don't know how that's been working out for him. I've been sent a wedding invitation that I still haven't opened yet from my brother's betrothed. If I had a bachelor's party, I'd make my friends go primitive camping with me to change it up, kind of force them to enjoy nature. I would do the same. The only thing is, I would introduce lions. There must be lions. There must be primitive camping, and there must be lions. All right. Ideally, that's the way that I imagine, mine. If I ever had to have one, I don't think I will. I think it's a little bit primitive in and of itself. But if I had to have one, yeah, everybody needs to be wrestling a lion. I've done that. You see. You see. Good. Sounds good. Oh. You've done the wrestling a lion while primitive camping, or you've done wrestling a lion while having a bachelor's, or you've done having a bachelor's that is primitive camping while wrestling lions. Answer is yes. No, 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 not yes. Give me context. Yo, I really like. She sent it the 21st of October. It's been a week. It's made out to me and Zhao. Lieve myself and Jovan. Ons is verskriklik opgewonde om ons groot dag met julle te deel. We are extremely excited to share our big day with you. Klik op die ring vir die uitnodiging in die dokument hierbo. Op die ring. I'm clicking op die ring. It's not working. Think there's something supposed to be embedded in that document. Melt, you should have a bachelor's party with Gab. I can think of a few more friends too. Maybe. It's not something that's critical to me, if that makes sense, Shao. It's not something that I'm like really sold on, right? Thinking about it from the perspective of like, uh, some people imagine their weddings with like big old white arches and $20,000 of flowers and 500 attendees, right? I'm not one of those people. And I feel bachelor's parties are almost like attached to that fractal a little bit as well. Especially now that I've seen how much the venue is gonna cost for my brother to have a bachelor's party, right? Like the amount that this bachelor's party is gonna cost is the amount of money that I would be comfortable spending on the wedding kind of thing, right? It's, it's like, yeah, I don't have those needs. Those are not some of my needs. But ja, indien enigiets onduidelik is, kontak my gerus. Klik op die ring vir die uitnodiging in die dokument hierbo. Gebruik asseblief jou naam en van op die uitnodiging. Yeah, I think there's supposed to be something embedded in this PDF. But I don't think my phone knows that. I don't think it knows that. I'll try on my other devices too, I guess. RSVP asseblief voor 24 November. Jannelies, jammer dat my so lank gevat. Ek het nou hierdie boodskap van jou gelees en waardeer jou uitnodiging. Ek weet nie of dit so is nie, maar ek neem seker so aan. Is daar so 'n link ge-embed op die ring as 'n sprite of iets soos dit? As so, dink jy myne werk nie en ek het dit probeer doen. Laat my weet of ek moet op 'n ander manier RSVP. He got a venue for a bachelor's party. I guess I don't know much about them. If I was a bachelor, I'd do it like Gab. Yeah, yeah. Get a couple of tents, get a couple of stretchers, maybe, right? Blow up mattresses. Do like a 2-day affair, right? Get there early ish the first morning, build your tents and stuff, go and find some lions in the forests, fall asleep, wake up the next morning, pack up your stuff, spend some time walking around the forest or something, I guess. Go back home. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Gobbledygoo. I'm down for that. I mean, like, we can call it a bachelor's party if we want to, but just the opportunity to hang out with a bunch of homies, that sounds cool to me. It sounds like the start of a plot to a horror movie in some ways. And then we went into the forest, just a bunch of guys, inexperienced. And then they found some lions. And then the tree started talking to them. And the mushroom started singing. And the squirrels started breakdancing, popping, locking it, and stuff. What's happening with my imagination? Why are you like this, imagination? Why the pop and lock and squirrels? So like that was a step too far. No. Writes and notes. Keep the lock and pop and squirrels. Keep them. Can I go to the stag party too, or would I need a scrotum for entry? Again, Sam, that may be like one of the big things that I probably have like a problem with, right? I have heard in like the cultural way that usually stag parties are male exclusive because there is some level of uh, what is it, degeneracy happening there. It's like almost like the men are now comfortable to say things as they are without having to filter themselves the way they would if a woman was present, right? That's the way it was explained to me at the last bachelor's that I was at. I was like, oh, okay. Have you considered just being your authentic self everywhere? How about that? How about you say the stuff that is sometimes a little bit uncomfortable to say, even when there are women present? How about That's what I was thinking in the moment when I was having this conversation, but I didn't say any of that stuff. Uh, and again, on the other side of it, the reason that I didn't really want one is because that's not really something that I'm a believer of. And then also there's the whole people inviting strippers or whatever to bachelor parties, right? And they don't want women present for that. And that's also something I'm not into. So all of the reasons in my mind that I can see men have as an excuse as to why not to have women present at their bachelor party, I don't really have any of those hangups. So, in so many words, it's acceptance stamp on your application. Can I come to stack party? Yeah, acceptance. Technically, you made one, so you have one. Yeah, yeah, it's true. You've had a. I wanted to like say a sentence, and then my higher reasoning was like, how about you don't say that sentence instead? How about you say anything else? Where's the party? And when are you getting married? I think the date that me and Joe discussed is going to be the 22nd of February, right? So 2 on the 2 month, right, Joe? Other than that, maybe 03 on the third month. But it has to be synchronistic, Reese. Must be synchronistic. And I think those are the 2 months that it has to happen in. It can happen technically on the fourth of the fourth month as well. I think that's still in our 3 month window, but it has to happen in the first 3 months. Can I be a mod? Ah, you sweet, sweet, precious, 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 sweet, sweetly precious friend. No. It'll take a lot more proving yourself, let's say, right? For you to get mod status. Mod status is something that comes from a long line of trust having to be built. I've had experiences before where giving people mod privileges can mess with the whole vibe of the community. I wasn't in the room for that conversation. I had to go get kid, but you can do a bachelor's party without the debauchery. It's possible. Yeah, maybe you should. Maybe you should be in the room for the conversation that I just shared, so you can know that that's what I said. No, me. No, I said you can do bachelor's without debauchery. Like for me, that's the point at the very least, right? If I'm gonna have a bachelor's, it should be something positive, all right, to remember, not something that I wish I had more alcohol to forget. All right, I don't drink alcohol either. That's also the other thing that happens at bachelor parties. Is there's a lot of alcohol drinking, and I don't do that either. I wrestle lions and have conversations with flowers. I don't. I don't drink alcohol. Can I be a mod? Adam Adamson, you definitely have been here with more loving information, right? But as of right now, the amount of noise, if you will, that's coming through onto stream is proportionate to the amount of mods we have in the average chat. And as soon as that, and this is not a challenge, I can feel Diddler peeking his ears like, uh-huh. As soon as the challenge, supersedes the amount of mods that there are, then I can see myself making more. Make more mods. I'll make more. suddenly, suddenly it's all cool in my mind. Right? Like I'm some sort of mad scientist in a laboratory, imbuing blank slate humans with mod powers. This proton can be assigned. Can the abyss doesn't swallow you, it waits for you to step in willingly. That's hardcore, Moon Knight. That's pretty hardcore. I think that might be one of the best ones you've shared. The abyss doesn't swallow you, it waits for you to step in voluntarily. That's why I don't. Friggin' abyss! Friggin' abyss! You're trying to get me abyss? No. No. Actually, no abyss. I got other things to do. I got all of this what's not abyss around me. There's so much of it. Oh my goodness. There's so much in every single direction. An infinite amount for me to be grateful for and entertained by. I had a whole moment in my mind as I started going down that train of thought how I could just willy nilly walk up to every single individual tree that's on this little walking distance of me, right? And I can just spend time. I can be like, looking at them from every direction, noticing the way the cracks crack, the way the crevasses crevasse, the way their branches split or not. What has been and what isn't right now, right? And then again, I could spend the next couple of weeks, months, even years, just doing that, just getting to know what is around me. I don't know if I'll be infinitely entertained, but I would learn a lot about the environment I'm in. It'll be harder and harder for me to find novelty, but in the moments that I do, it will be extra valuable. Maybe I'll discover some sort of new species. Unlikely though. I keep having dreams of being taunted and hunted by the bad guy in Sweet Tooth. How interesting. And I even remember the bad guy in Sweet Tooth. Does he have like a big handlebar mustache? I don't know why that's the only thing that I can like attach to his character. In a dream last night, I got beamed up into an alien spacecraft. It was pretty neat though. Never had a dream like that. I mean, was it a dream? Are any dreams actually dreams, or are they parallel realities for you to experience? And were you, in fact, beamed up to an alien spacecraft last night? Maybe not in your physical realm, but the spirit realm. I mean, I don't know if you're going to give us more context about, yeah, you being in the spacecraft, but I'm down. I'm down for some spacecraft lore from the brain of Gobs. Do you remember any of it? Sam is also on board. Zhou telling us about her bad guy from Sweet Tooth being taunted and hunted by them. I enjoyed Sweet Tooth. I definitely did relate to the humanimals. Yeah, that's a term that we made up, right? I did relate with the humanimals, so maybe that's where it's coming from, Zhou. Yeah, Sam. I was observing the night sky with friends in a backyard setting. Started noticing UAPs. One swooped overhead, heard a clunk noise, and plastic wrapper crinkling by my ears. I became paralyzed and blind and felt myself levitate and float up into the craft, and I heard the bay door shut. I willed my eyes open and woke up. It felt like my agency was violated. Would have liked to plan and consent to the visit, but once I accepted what was happening, I figured I'd like to at least see what was going on, which is why I tried very hard to open my eyes. That is very interesting. And I haven't had a dream quite like that, but I've been in environments very similar where my eyes in my dream space are being forced shut, right? And almost like waking up from complete darkness and there's a very bright light in your eyes, that like squinty eyesness, where you're like trying to open your eyes, but the sensitivity closes your eyes again. I've had that as well, where I was like not supposed to see, or the realm didn't want me to see as much as I could have. That's the thing that I'm relating to. Never had a dream like that. Was very vivid and visceral, feeling it in the body, right? Embodied experience. That is wild, Gabbarigoo. Gabbard, the abyss is full of truth and reality. If you think you can face, then it would be a pleasure to a few miles with you. Love is true. How are you feeling? Was it scary or curious? Sounds a little bit scary. Mildly scary. He did mention the whole wasn't on his terms, didn't consent to the visit kind of thing. Gov, UAPs have been picking up in frequency in recent years. It's probably only a matter of time with this administration before full disclosure. Yeah. What I can tell you is that there's a strong possibility that what you experienced was real. I mean, again, right? What's real is very relative. And when it comes to the experiences we have, I think they're all in the realms of relativity. All right. For instance, I've had experiences meeting aliens as well within mine after doing like breathwork exercises and then meditating, where I literally, in my meditative state, found myself in this boardroom, essentially, of a bunch of aliens sitting around an eye-shaped table. All right. And it was also one of those things that felt real. In that moment, it became clear to me that the stakes were real. That I could be like, oh, well, look at this hallucination that I'm having of being in a boardroom of a bunch of aliens. Or I am actually, canonically, in this instance of reality, actually in the boardroom with these aliens. And as soon as I, in the same way, Goo, got out of my own way of like, how did I get here? Am I supposed to be here? I just went, okay, I'm here. And then I went into like almost salesman mode where I was like, hey, homies, I'm a human. I'm from Earth. We need help. We need all the help we can get. Please help us. Perhaps, or at least some disclosure. Yeah. Perhaps we're unable to perceive the beings, crafts, reality inside the crafts, and the blindness is to protect our bodies and minds. Yeah, it could be one of those gravity goobs. I've had that experience a few times now as well. I've had experiences where I stepped straight into the DMT realm, going to sleep, to the point where my environment, things in my real world, started falling over, making a ruckus, pulling me out of that space. All right. That happened in China to me. A few weird things happened to me in China when it came to the meditative space, and that was one of them as well. Was very surreal. I'm pretty sure, and this is one of those things where don't take my word for this, but this is something that I genuinely experienced, and I wouldn't say this if I didn't know it sounded crazy, and also wasn't willing to admit that I don't have the ability to repeat it. To repeat it. But there was one moment where I sat down to meditate, and my phone has a, or both of these technically. The phone I had a little induction coil on it, which means that technically it can be charged by electromagnetic forces, right? And then I had my phone next to me meditating, and I finished my like almost 40-minute meditation. And the meditation itself was very disembodying, right? Like I forgot I was a body during the meditation kind of thing. And then when I came back to my body, my phone was charged to 100%, completely charged. And it still baffles my mind, right? Like I knew for a fact that that phone wasn't at 100% charge, and I like you could go into the like device settings, right? And literally that time that I was like doing meditation for, it just like you just see the charge in the device rise. That was one of my moments in China, and then the other one was where I was. It felt like I almost stumbled into instead of stumbling into my dreams, I stumbled into the deans, the divine moment of thought space. And instantly those entities were like, hey, oh, you can't just come here kind of thing, right? Like I had to like almost like get permission kind of thing. And then I got woken up in the real world. More disclosure than a few libertarians with a YouTube stream, I hope, Jovan. A dream could be as real as our waking lives, for we could be living inside of a dream, instead of a dream inside of a dream inside of a dream. It's true. If one believes the KGB pamphlet, there are several different species of aliens, some physically jarring or shocking for humans to witness. I I probably would be a little bit shocked to witness some of the aliens, but the aliens that I've seen are so odd, right? And the thing is, as well, it's one thing to be odd, right? You can like think me odd. You can be like, oh, you're a funny looking guy. But eventually, if you keep looking at me, you'll be like, okay, I kind of know what he looks like now, right? And you can like have a feeling about that. The aliens, as I understand them, literally continue to change, right? So you can be looking at the face of the alien and you can form an opinion. And then 50 seconds later, there's literally a different face looking back at you, even though it's the same alien, right? And not only a different face, but now they have a different body as well. They used to have 4 limbs, now they have 7. Why? Why not? I think that's the part where it gets jarring to the human mind, where it's like, wow, wait a second. Wait a second. Things are not as I want them to be and as I have experienced them. Yeah, even standard gray aliens can be disorienting to come face to face with. Their mouths are small, they have no nose, large black eyes, very little of them resembles us. I mean, again, still, like for me, again, and I'm serious about this, Sam, an alien looking the way that it does, even with its big head, big eyes, small mouth, I can be like, oh, this one has big eyes and small mouth and round head. And I can look at and I can be like, I can see. When something doesn't stay the same way it was 15 seconds ago, that's a little bit more like, how am I supposed to form an opinion? How am I supposed to feel something stable when this thing I'm looking at is the opposite of that? All right, that's the wild one for me. Aliens talk, cool. Man, we're talking aliens. It's nice having you. I simply think it's not safe for outworldly physical beings to risk actually traveling to Earth where our government agencies will attack them and steal their shit. Oh, that's hilarious. Goo. Like I'm just imagining how like there is this worry amongst humans that you're gonna go somewhere and the bad people, right? The criminals will like fuck you up and steal your shit. And now, and like the aliens world, like if they're traveling somewhere, they're like, don't go to Earth, bro. Those people will fuck you up and steal your shit. And it's like those people, and then those people are our actual government agencies, right? Like the people we have we have imbued with the most trust any human can have. Oh, makes a lot more sense why the aliens are staying far away from us. Perhaps as they, perhaps what they show is the metaphysical projections as to show us that they're around without risking their bodies and property. Yeah, that's probably the way they would do it as well. Natasha, I subbed and like, thanks. That's nice of you. Hi, my name is Sam, and I come from a family of alien abductees and experiencers. Uh, they're here already. We love MeltMore. Oh, yums. I love you. We are MeltMore after all, right? The incident that comes to mind the most is the Battle of Los Angeles, where a craft descended on LA and the army opened fire on it. For several minutes, they shelled the thing before it flew away. It made the news. Everyone was talking about it. Then, like most fantastic things, humans forgot it ever happened. Yeah. Roswell is the one for me. Is this Indian styled scarf? I don't know. It's a gift from a friend named Maxine. It has little dolphins on it. So dolphin styled. Dolphin styled, if anything. Why can't I find it? There you go. There you can see the dolphins. Little dolphin styled scarf. I think that we're only able to comprehend and accept a certain amount of weirdness before we start rejecting it and forgetting it to protect ourselves. Yeah, that's why it's important for us to have open minds. All right, the open your mind, the more it can hold. You still forget though, right? Full disclosure, you still forget. It's just you don't forget the important parts. You don't forget the significance. You forget the context sometimes, right? Because again, the state of mind you have to be in to hold something that is beyond what your mind has been in, kind of thing, is something that your mind almost collapses back out of, right? It's like hyperdimensionality. It's like your brain can lift itself up into a hyperdimension, and then all of the experiences and information exchange, pattern recognition that you have in that hyperdimension, you can have like the impact spiritually of, but then when you come back down, uh, you might lose the same amount of enthusiasm for the information that you've learned, right? Because it's like remembering a painting versus actively looking at it, right? Think about it that way. It's like you can remember a painting and like, oh, I felt that painting was so beautiful, versus standing right in front of the painting being like, oh wow, right? That's kind of how it is. That's kind of how it be. Not saying it's aliens, but definitely inexplainable. There was a moment a few weeks ago when I was fully awake and saw a light beaming into the room from no discernible direction. Not saying there's a correlation, but I definitely saw some interesting acting stars in that week too. Yeah, me and Zhao had some pretty strange moments, right? Like at one point, as she said, we literally saw stars, lights appear, move like this, like literally like this, not straight lines like this, and then disappear again, and then appear, and then disappear, and then appear and disappear. And we were like, oh, what is that? And then we're like stars that would appear and then disappear again as well, right? Every now and then. We saw some satellites too. Those we could explain, but the light on the out of nowhere, right? Light in perfect darkness is also another one. I've had that experience during sleep paralysis show. Have you ever had it? Hmm. Oh, I've had a ton of experiences of sleep paralysis. The entity scared me. I've been waiting for them again, for that opportunity to push past the fear and experience the lucidity of meeting them. The visions you experience during sleep paralysis are part of the dream world, superimposed onto the waking world due to the sleep paralysis state. The brain does weird things when it sleeps, man. Oh, yeah. You can use sleep paralysis as a springboard into lucid dreams or even astral projection. I know it's possible, but yet to be skilled at that, slow but sure. We still have a lot of life ahead of us. You can definitely go lucid from sleep paralysis, though, provided you can stay calm. I want to play with my dreams. I'm tired of being played with by my dreams. I'm in the same boat a little bit, Joe. My dreams have been messing with me a little bit as well. I had a recent dream, one that I can remember, where I was in a world that would, alongside currency, and it was my world, but it was like a superposition world, right? That would accept currency, but also crystals as payment for goods at an establishment, right? And I have this little bag of rocks that are very precious to me. And then I became hungry in this dream. And then I decided I'll go and get myself something to eat. And then when I picked up my bag of rocks, it became clear to me that it was half as full as it used to be. Suddenly dawning on me that I have spent half my rocks on food or whatever. And I was suddenly very insecure about spending any more of it. So I instantly started to scavenge. I started to scavenge for rocks in my environment. Like, surely I can find a nice looking rock here somewhere and then get to get to live. And then I woke up from that dream and I was like, hmm, me wanting to continue eating, but not wanting to sell the rocks that I've had that are precious to me, scavenging in my environment anyway. There are some techniques, Jovan. We can do a call soon and I'll tell you about it. I've also gone down that rabbit hole. You can do it, Joe Bizzle. Get out of my dreams and get into my car. I like pie. Hey, pie guy. We've touched on them briefly, but I'd like to have an in-depth conversation about it with you, Sam. There it is. I love dogs. I love dogs. Love is true. We can do a makeup sangha call anytime this week, Jovan. Love is true. It morning in your side? No. MP Loop place. It's 10 minutes to 5 p.m. for me. I live in South Africa, and my day has basically come to its end. I find myself here with you, friends, grateful. It's noon in mine. Where are you from? Let us know. Let us know where you reside. Give us your exact address and where you hide your spare key or what code your door uses. Don't do any of those things. I'm sorry. I'm joking. South Africa? Yeah. Us? South Africa. Damn, you nailed it. Nah. Says nah. I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't tell me all of your private information. I'm totally not using reverse psychology now. Don't. Don't tell me. Please. Don't tell me at all. I'm sorry, newbie. I'm sorry, new friend. I'm being extra strange. Okay. Okay is right. That's exactly the answer I was looking for. My master plan has success rate. I am going to be present with you, friends. Have a conversation with a flower. I forgot my tablet again, so I definitely do have to go and fetch that. Will I do so? Will I do so now? You don't know my location. Joke's on you. I've had my hacker team this whole time hacking you, and all I needed to do was keep you on the stream for at least 42 seconds for them to get your exact location. What's that? The strike is ready. Okay, launch. You might hear bombs, but they don't explode on impact. They explode way up in the atmosphere and they seed a bunch of fruit trees to the ground. So before you know it, in Polo Place, it's just gonna be trees. Trees bearing fruit growing all around you. The cult doesn't need to know your location. Our location is internet. Yes, it's true. It's true what they say, friend. We are internet people. We are internet people. No matter where it is I am in the world, I'll show up here on the internet with you, friends. We are here in the now coordinate. Yes. So many different places finding themselves here in this now. That is the important thing to remember. Internet. 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 Yeah. We are on the internet. I'll be back in a second. Schlarm, 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 schlarm. I know Wi-Fi. Good. I also know Wi-Fi. The kung fu of the internet. Jank Fu Panda. Chavan. That's got some AOT vibes. These paths are countless. They reach far and in many directions, but they all meet at one coordinate. We are here in the now coordinate. Holy typer. Real love doesn't make you forget pain. It teaches you how to wear it like armor. Oh, my heart. AOT hits on some deep wisdoms. So much love is true. There is still more left in there. That one definitely did it. Background looks cool. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Nature environment, nature person, nature people, nature personing. MeltMore is my favorite alien. That does make me happy to hear. Oh, Joe. I'm having like so many conversations in my mind. Joe has found many aliens on planet Earth, and it's nice to know that I'm her favorite. Love you so much. I'm having a conversation with my mind with like, are you one of the humans or are you an alien too? Or I'm like, are you one of my favorite humans or are you also one of my favorite aliens? That's what's happening in here. Bro got lighter in not shot. I don't know what that means. No, I am back, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're doing well, better and better with friends in this space together. Moon Knight. The magic of Japanese storytelling, Jovan. I fall in love with it every time I find more. Attack on Titan. Yeah, they really do have a way. They grip your heartstrings, play you like a fiddle. Mel is not an alien. He's the interpreter or the compiler that helped convert alien language into human language via his consciousness. That's hardcore. It's interesting to hear these interpretations of what I am. My most, I want to say almost like disillusioned, while at the same time, like almost like either hyper conscious or completely disillusioned slash delusional, right? But again, experientially, it felt like it had a kernel of fact to it, where I got into this like really deep yogic space. And the question that I was meditating on was, why am I here? Why am I here? Why am I here? And the way that the answer came to me is that I am here from a place that is still to come, right? That where I'm from is where we're going. And the reason I was sent back is so that I can steer us into a certain direction, right? There are many, many paths, as you said, and technically all of them lead to the same destination. However, there are shortcuts and scenic routes on the journey as well, right? It's, in my personal opinion, ideal to take the scenic route, and that's what I'm here to be a guide of. Be like, come, walk with me. I'll show you. I'll show you the scenic route to getting where it is we're going. Dun dun dun. I like the aliens working on the roof next door. They're silly, but Melt is by far my favorite alien. The aliens working on the roof next door. I was like, took me a moment to like process that one. I was like, Angel, are you an unk? Me? Soon to be. Technically, yes. Technically, I will be an uncle. Melt is a hippie made from hippie template number 5. But I like him all the same. Hippie template number 5. I am born on the 5th month. Hey, sweetie. Hey, sweetie, sweetie. Kobe with Bobby. Is that the Patchy dog? It's Patchy Doggo. Little cobras. Kobe with Bobby. Kobe Bobby. Hmm? What you doing? Hmm? What you doing? You're just like walking around looking for scritchums in the universe and stuffs. Just had deja vu. Just had a moment of deja vu there, right there. Gobbledygook. I'm on that though. Has this happened before? Have I been sent back to this moment once again? Fine. I stay. Relentlessly so. I think I spotted the hitchhiker with you. Always got hitchhikers, bro. Doesn't like me taking them off of him. He's always aware that I took something off of him. It's in here. But he doesn't like it when I do that. Bro, who's gonna do it if not me? Who's gonna do it for you? It's in the grass somewhere. I guess someone else is doing it for you. I'm pretty sure I saw one on his leg when I was doing yoga. And I guess he is missing. Kobe reminds me of a Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder. Kobe? Are you Bob the Builder? Are you Bob the Builder? Why Bob the Builder? Why? Why Bob the Builder? Are you Bob the Builder? I can kind of see it, I guess, if I can like focus my mind. Zoe Bourbon, Noodle Doge. What's your pet's names? Yes, true. Zoe Burb and Noodle Doge. Those are cute names. I was going to copy and paste some of Starman lyrics by Bowie, but it got missed. And it's the thought that counts. I love how my dog gets up in the morning with her tail wagging. It's like instantly stoked. Right off the bat, maximum Bostokieth. There's nothing more than tail wags to be had in this day. I'll let you know. I'll let you know that this is a tail wagging kind of day. The kind of day where you wag your tail and look happy. Oh, now I have a new name. Kobe the Builder, the son of the great Bob the Builder. Yeah, my name's Cat. My cat's name is Milo, I guess. Is the way I'm supposed to read that. Milo is a cool cat name. Milo is a kind of drink we have here in South Africa. That's nice. My throat is dry. I am missing my water bottle. Okay, goodbye. Thanks for joining. See you again soon. Yeah. One of these days, I'll have robots. Robots can bring me water bottles. But today, I have used legs. Used legs and arms. Part of me even wanted to bring my water bottle earlier, but I was like, nah. Nah, I'm gonna not be that wrong. I'm gonna be done so soon. Oh. Who needs water? Quickly we learn. All right. Time to read you something. But first, I'll show you a flower. Ooh, I already turned this one into a cutout actually today. This was yesterday's flower. Definitely has a certain energy to it. Them heart eyes. Do you play Roblox? Nope. I haven't played a Roblox. I'm very fortunate to say. I've heard bad things. I don't mean to diss your favorite game friend, but Roblox and like positive sentiment are usually not in the same sentence. How about Minecraft? I've played some Minecraft. I've played a little bit, but when I was 14 and on my cell phone, I never played it on the PC, so I never fought the Elder Dragon, built myself a portal kind of thing, right? That stuff never happened for me. Yo, that lion you pet behind you? Yeah. Yeah, that lion I pet behind me. I do. Pet behind me, I do, you puppet. Miniopmops Malayans, Minium One more time again. That's the flower we're looking at. And this is what went alongside it. Unk. Getting called Unk. You Unk now. That's what makes me Unk. Whether or not I played Minecraft. I guess. I guess that is a. I'm getting six, seven. I wish I knew what that meant. I saw someone wanting to explain it to me, and I was like, who's gonna need that information? I'm getting even more uncomatic right now. Unky is 5,000 because I also don't know what that means. The lion sleeps tonight. Nah, I ate the lion. Yeah, it's true. Me and Joe have been making quick work of those lions. We see them prowling out here. They're scared we're going to be the one that eats them. It really means nothing. It really means nothing. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's really fun. No, it's really fun. Play some play some Roblox. It's really fun. No, I make you eat KFC all day. What? Is that a Roblox thing? Is that a Roblox thing? Make someone eat KFC all day. To each their own gameplay, I guess, you know. It literally means nothing. Everything means nothing. Nothing means everything. And this too shall be another part of the everything that will return to nothing. Between what was and what will be, I have lived so long between two tides, one whispering stories of what I lost, the other singing names I have not yet learned to love. Some days the past drags its chains across my ribs, reminding me of every almost, every echo of a person I used to be. And yet, the future glimmers, a horizon made of breath, and maybe I stand here in the trembling now, learning to unclench my heart, to stop rehearsing the sorrow, to let the water of what is wash through me without needing to hold them still. I am learning that peace isn't forgetting, it's forgiving the unfinished. It's trusting that even the storm bows to something greater. So open and open again until there is nothing left of me but a pulse of kindness, a flicker of light passing through the world, quietly saying, may all be well. May all be loved. Love is true, dear friends. Got a 11:11 during the reading. That seems very synchronous. Thanks for sharing the foundations of my entire existence, Gab. I appreciate it. Everything makes everything means nothing. Yeah. Instantly, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy comes up to my mind. It's not so much about the answers you give as much as the quality of the questions you ask, right? Ask good questions of your reality. Allow yourself to experience more of it. I know where a baby burb is, and it is technically at eye level. And I can't help myself but wanting to go and peek at it. You're good, Sam. I know you're always good. Love is true. I appreciate you, friends, for being here with me, for lending me an ear, for lending me your eyes so I can show you something pretty. Appreciate being able to share this environment with you, friends. It's green. It's so lively. It's not always like this, so it makes me happy that I can Share the goodness with your friends. Wow. 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 Tomorrow has some cosmological significance, but not remembering exactly. I trust. Let's see if we can find some more context. What kind of cosmological events are happening tomorrow?
It seems you're asking about astronomical or celestial events for tomorrow, which is October 29th, 2025. Cosmological events typically refer to phenomena on the largest scale of the universe, like dark energy expansion or galaxy formation, which aren't observable on a daily basis. There are three key celestial events scheduled for October 29th, 2025. Mercury at greatest eastern elongation. The planet Mercury will reach its greatest eastern elongation, meaning it will be at its maximum angular separation from the Sun as viewed from Earth. This makes it one of the best times to view the elusive planet, as it will appear low on the western horizon just after sunset. However, observers in the southern hemisphere will have better viewing conditions. First quarter moon. The moon will officially reach its first quarter phase at 1620 Coordinated Universal Time. At this phase, the moon appears half illuminated. Comet 3I Atlas passes perihelion. The interstellar Comet 3I Atlas will reach its closest point to the Sun, perihelion. Unfortunately, at this time, it will be in conjunction with the Sun on the opposite side of the Sun.
Yeah, so we want to get to see that. So, getting to see Mercury. Mercury is going to like be peeking at us from afar. Whoa. I looked away for a second, and you friends are like standing, like all cool, like against like the walls. Yeah, you're right. Love is true. Was nice having you friends here with me. Strong. Love is true. I thank you, friends. We did in moderation. I feel a sneeze coming up a little bit. Hi, little boy. Hey, it's nice having you here. The Modbot unite. So much love in chat. I am so grateful for you, friends. Thank you. Thank you for holding me the way you do. You're doing amazing, Malty. Gabs. I appreciate you more than I can say, bro. Really, every single one of you. Thank you for being part of this moment with me, right? This collective now, as Joe beautifully said. Where are you originally from? I'm originally from the internet. Yes. Yes. I paradoxed myself into existence. I kept creating online, and then in the far future, they had enough information, DNA left of me to make a new copy of myself post singularity. And then that version of me instantly got sent back to this timeline where I then proceeded to become myself. You want this location? I think Japan. Love is true. I'm giving you something to gnaw on because giving you the full explanation is probably going to be less interesting. I'll see you friends again soon. Goodbye. Love you. Until we do more tomorrow. Okay? Cheers.